Hey everyone, it's Simon from Higher Plane Games, back with 2 Point Hospital after a little mini break. I bought the DLC, I've not played the DLC yet, and I believe it's kind of locked off because I've not completed the actual career thing, so that's why we're at Flemington. And I started, I'm about 40 minutes into the original level. I've chopped the first 40 minutes of gameplay off and just put it straight in the bin. And the reason why... we'll just play it with this on normal speed. Oh, as yet another person dies. That's part of the reason. So, let's view this first and get this out of the way. It's not going to be good, I'm sure. Open all. Oh, most prestigious and... Oh, okay, best research. That kind of makes sense. So I'm struggling with finances, and it's because I completely misread what was going on at the beginning of this experience. So it's basically said I needed to build a pest control research project. So I immediately dived into research, spent quite a bit of money on that, and have kind of not really bothered with anything much else, which has left me a bit buggered for later on because
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
it's caused me problems because where I've then tried to go around and catch up with everything else, I've run out of money before I could get to anything. So I'm quite desperate to buy a second plot because I've got a massive backlog of people in psychology, but I just wasn't getting the money in. I was able to just scrimp together a second GP's office, which has helped.
To vent easy scan.
But as you can see, this is now literally the very first few times that I've been able to get Dosh in. So let me quickly buy this plot whilst I can. And then the idea... Ooh, how are people going to get to that? So I need to build basically a couple of things. The first one is, let's send that patient home. The first one is going to be a training unit, but the second one will be a second not pharmacy, but psychology ward is essentially what we need to do. And then that will help us get up our diagnoses and so on and so forth. And I went about this the wrong way, which was why the first 40 minutes just needed to go straight into the bin. We're nearly done here, I think, on this. Yep. Yes. Yes. Okay, so they can come out and go round and go in. Good. Right, we're going to have no money to be able to do anything with it, though. That's the thing. Bit of a scrimpy save for a month or so. I was looking at loans, but I've not done it. Send patient home. And it's really been, with this level so far, a complete across the board of everyone wanting everything. Oh, there we go. Great news. 2 Point Health Ministry has granted us a marketing license. This will allow us to run marketing campaigns to improve our reputation and attract more patients to the hospital. Build a marketing room, hire a training assistant with marketing qualifications to run the campaign. Great. And then that starts to get us towards some patient home. Yep, great with that. Some patient home. We aren't going to do anything with that now. Let me get back to normal speed. Okay.
Staff are reminded to get back to work.
Let's fire you in there as well so that you don't get knackered. And there we go. I knew we'd get into debt. Send patient home. Reject. Not now. Ooh, the revenue went right down the pan. Okay. Oh, I thought we'd get that 500 bonus points for the challenge. That must have been right close to it. Okay, so yeah, we're just speeding this through now, just so that you can see what's going on. We've got all of these things on level 2. Nothing is on a level 3 upgrade because I just ran out of dosh. You have to really kind of think about how you're going to go about things in these levels now as I get through the game further. I don't have a PANS lab, so I can't do that.
Some patients should be ashamed of their condition. You know who you are.
Love it. Okay, so we're doing a little bit better. No, we're not really, are we? New illness, Schrodinger's mine. Okay, right. So for me, this is now a pause. We need to pause and we need to think about. Oh, do you know what, actually? Let's go for. Can't. That's minus 16. Right, let's pause. Let's go for loans. That's a lot a month. Do it. Right, so that gives us 78 grand. We're going to have to find 4 grand a month to pay back, but we will get there. So the first thing I want to build in this new establishment, what a weird setup, is so let's do a 4x4 here. So it's slightly bigger, this room, than what we've had before. Again, we're going to go with the bookcases because I find that that does help. The changing screen can go there. Pop our lamp in, obviously. We're not horrible, so in goes the radiator. And we'll have a coffee machine as well, I think. In there just for lols. No cactus. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need. The second thing we need will be... Oh, it should be training, really. Not marketing or pest control. Well, it should be pest control, I guess. We need a ward as well. For me, marketing is not... I know it's going to get us to our 1 star, but I need to be able to create the money for us to be able to survive. So for me, that means... the pest control ward. So 4x4. Plus, I've not seen this before. Oh wow. Well, that looks amazing. That will need a fire extinguisher, I'm sure. We'll pop in a radiator, of course. Animal magnetism poster, naturally. A certificate of use. A notice board for lulz. A clock would be quite nice. And because even though it's January, I feel like we do need the holly wreath. Is there anything else that comes out in here that we need? Because they've added some new stuff since the DLC. has come out, which I'm loving in terms of posters. I think we're okay. Cool. Right, let's build that room. It's another 20 grand. We are going to need some chairs. Now I've bought these sophisticated benches, which are lovely. But I feel like now that I've gone for this aesthetic, we're spending too much on frigging benches. But there we go. Right. Now the other thing, there's several things that we really needed. So I needed a training room, didn't I, to start training the staff so that they can actually be better at their jobs. Well, you know what? We're only ever going to have a certain amount of people in the training room anyway, so that's fine. So let's get the lectern and go into there, which is great. Then let's get some training desks facing the right way, Simon. 3 and 4, because we never have more than that. Bookcase 2. A whiteboard at the back. A lovely little radiator. Lovely little radiator. Then, so I wanted the display skeleton in. Anatomy model in the corner there because that helps. It's quite an expensive room, isn't it? Cube of sitting. Don't need a furnace, although that is a lovely new thing. I want the moose head, but we aren't going to get there. I think we're okay with that. Where's the door? Ah, there we go. There we go. Right, rim. Great. Me think the ward, perhaps. Can do it like that. Yeah. Nurse's station can be there. And then you've got one. Okay. It was worthwhile seeing, just in case. Can we get a third in there? Wee bit crowded. I almost feel like I need to go boink, 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 and that can go bedside table, a locker. We need a large radiator, which can go in the middle. A wee hand sanitizer. Bin would be worthwhile. What would it? Let's put that there. I'd rather have the wainscoting in there, to be frank. And we don't need anything else, I don't think. The clock can go in just for lols. Yeah, that is super helpful. And then I want to spend this section on what's left. We need to hire some staff. Oh, hello. Oh god, you're really expensive though. Okay, ward management. You're in. I know our money is getting quite low. I know.
Alan Donkle here with a technology update. A hospital has developed an ultrasonic cannon for those suffering from animal magnetism. All small animals removed by the machine will be rehomed.
Yeah, immediately everyone's just like, hello. Right, hire. So I want to get rid. Oh, hello. Great. Right, I want. Is that run by a doctor or a nurse? A nurse. Oh, I can't build another psychiatric unit already.
Patients should leave the hospital before they catch something else.
Oh, okay. Right, get rid. Get rid. Hopefully, I'd quite like to see this work, actually.
Doctor's GP's office.
So we're still struggling. We're struggling with staff and having them. Oh, we can still take a second loan. Hurrah. Handy to know. Alright, let's see this work. I've not seen this yet. What the hell? How good is that?
Deposited in a bin is now hospital property. No rummaging.
Ooh, 12,000 as well. Handy to know. Send patient home for now. Oh yes, 12,000 a pop for that would be lovely. Nice. We've made some dosh. That is
Doctor required
exactly
in research.
what we needed. Right. I thought there'd be more than one of those. PM6. Fair enough. The toilet's over there. Well, to be fair, that is quite a way away.
It's time for another Sir Nigel Reviews. Many of you will be acquainted with the Croquembouche bookshop Turn Up the Volumes, but as it has recently come under new management, I decided to peruse their current selection. Far too many modern scribblers for my liking, but their section on pointillist poetry is still second to none.
Right, so the first thing that I want to... Oh, we've got someone that can do ghost capturing. That's okay. I thought we didn't have anyone. Okay, right, let's speed this up again. Exactly. Yeah, press the hospital. We'll be fine. Fracture ward required. Send the patient home. We aren't quite there yet.
VIP arriving.
Ooh, but-
Please prioritise their amusement over patient well-being.
Sounds about right. Right. So, people are complaining about drinks and boredom. So let's just very quickly. Go boink. Boink. There we go. Now you're fine. Ooh. Again, we've lost Dosh. Shit. Come on, I need more people to have pets zapped out of their heads. Okay, we seem to be making money a bit quicker this time round. Well, that needs a PANS clinic. That's not going to get sorted in the ward. Ah, shit. Staff challenge get a level 4 general diagnosis. No. Staff promotion.
Doctor needed in psychiatry.
Okay, now that is a better run of stuff. So now we're on 20k again. What can we build? If anything. Do we want, actually, that's a good point. 8 and 8. We need another GP's office. Christ. Oh, do you know what though? We could get a GP's office in here. Good shout, Schmiffauge. Yes, actually, no, that makes so much more sense. So, boink, 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 boink. I apologise that I always put things in rows like that. Ridiculous efficiency-ness thinking. A little radiator in the corner. Just for the giggles. Put an anatomy poster in. Anatomy magnetism one in as well. A certificate because we are a doctor. And a clock because we're always on time. And I think... No, I don't want a hot chocolate maker in there, but I will put that in the staff room actually now that I've spotted it. And bought it. Cool, so that's level 3, that will do for me. Don't want you. Don't really want you. Right, so the idea here is that we do that, and then actually I don't want those there, I want these here. So that was making me pained. There and there, which is fine. What else do I want? Telephone. Where did the telephone go? Cool. Let's not get hasty because there we go. But that's now a third one in, which means that we can increase our flow of people. Yes, I know that gives us more expense. We're still looking... Oh, we've only got one psychiatrist in. That's why that's a +6. Fair enough. Why are you saying that it's cold? Oh, we don't have enough for a radiator anyway. Such is the finance of the hospital. We don't have a fracture ward, so that's that. Staff resignation. Very hungry, very thirsty, and desperate for the toilet. Where? What's happened to them? They can go to the toilet, you know. Decided to say, good, you're on a poxy break. Weirdo. Anyway. Yeah, sweep it up before the VIP gets there, please. That'd be lovely. Well done, well done, well done. Ooh, minus 39. Some patient home. Not now for staff training. I know we're not covering our costs. We're having a meltdown. Some patient home.
Dr. Hayward to the Sheriff's Office.
Have I buggered this up? I think I might have, you know. Someone died. I like the way how they still get their clothes on before, like, they decide to die. So tidy. Ooh, nice. That's better. Right, come on. Let's get some dosh on board whilst we plot our next move. Whatever that next move may be, I'm not entirely sure.
On 2 Point Radio.
I was expecting us
If
to
you
be
ask
making
me,
a bit more money
Barnacle
than
has
this.
overstepped its bounds with its latest treatment for wonky ankle syndrome. The procedure involves transplanting the foot of an athlete to the patient. Goodness knows what their treatment for athlete's foot might be.
Okay, so back to our minuses, but we're getting there, slowly but surely. I think we might be able to squeeze something else in.
Qualified janitor to combat ghost, please.
Injection room required. I was considering that earlier, but clearly knows. Okay, so we need to make people happy. We need a large radiator. Let's pop that over there, please. Let's pop another one there, and then we're okay. Some patient home. We don't have enough for a PANS lab. We are slowly getting there, though.
Doctor needed in GP's office.
So yes, the hospital's in debt, but we're getting better. Okay, so that's kind of where we are for the episode 1 of Flemington. I appreciate that this has been a bit of an all over the place episode, but I thought it'd be worthwhile to kind of just show what happens when you get things wrong, because clearly I have here. And it's just not working out for me at the moment.
Announcement: automated snack machines need restocking manually.
So I could really do with more staff, but staff cost money, and that staff needs training, and although we've now got the staff in there for us to be able to do... Oh, hello. You need to kind of have the overhead before you can get away with what I need, if that makes sense. So
Doctor to research, please.
couldn't care about research at the moment. Right, fracture ward, ward emergency. 6 patients with mucky feet. Bear with me a second, let me just pause. So that has no... Right, go
Patients
for
now
it.
arriving for the ward.
A fracture clinic. Send patient home. But again, this is where we need to build a something. And it needs to be... Jab master, because that doesn't sound horrific at all. God, a radiator in the middle of the room. Simon, what are you doing? Cool. Loss. Good revenue, but big loss.
Could patients please use the toilets provided?
Excellent. Okay, I think we're going to be alright with this, you know. Ah, yeah, look at the money. Okay,
We're close
only
to our
minus
award
10.
season.
That's better than it has been. Okay, let's open all and then let's end this episode. Rising Star, okay. Employee of the Year somehow. Best Research Hospital, second time in a row. That will do me. Right, thank you so much for watching. Join me next week where we will continue with Flemington and see exactly how we get on. I hope that was vaguely interesting, this episode. I love this game, but it's quite stressful to play. I don't know if it's necessarily that exciting to watch, but thumbs up from me. Bye for now. This channel is just one of my many projects that cover games, music and film. If you enjoy any of these and would consider supporting me to develop further in the future, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Satorimon. Thank you for your time and for watching the video.